Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Masons Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of the Hofstra volleyball team, Kristina Hernandez. Coach, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Now last week coming off the CA championship win, you had a week off before you figured out where you're going for the NCAA tournament. How was practice this week?
Practice was good. You know, they were really energetic. Obviously, they're kind of still riding that little high of theirs, but once we found out who we were going to play, you know, yesterday practice was really, you know, intense, and they're being really aggressive, and, you know, I think they're really focused and ready to go right now. I think they're really excited.
Then on Sunday you learned that you're playing Florida State in the NCAA tournament on Friday. Before you learned that though, what was the anticipation like waiting for Sunday at 4 o'clock?
It's a long stretch there, especially since our conference finishes before everybody else. You're kind of just sitting around waiting. And even when you get into practice, you know that you're going to be in the tournament, but there's no, you know, you don't really have a team, so you don't really feel like anything's really going on. So, like I said, once the team found out who they were going to play, you know, it's kind of like another gear shift, and they got really excited about, you know, going, and especially since they're going to Florida. So yeah, you know, I think, you know, we just tried to work on stuff when that kind of drag week was going on, and I think, you know, they're ready to go. They look healthy and they look good.
Now, did you have any expectations as to where you thought you might have gone?
No, I mean, it's pretty random. You know, you don't really know who the 16 top seeds are going to be, so that kind of pans out. And, you know, and then LAU won their conference, so that's something else that comes into play. Colgate, so you have some New York schools, obviously, that have to get placed as well. So you don't really know. You know, Binghamton was in there, so it could have gone either way. I don't think I expected Florida. I expected maybe Cali or Penn State. So, but it's nice to be doing something different.
Now, what was your initial reaction when you learned that you're playing the Seminoles?
They were excited. We were excited. You know what? I think just being able to see your name up there in the selection show is a really exciting thing, and you know, it's always a good thing to be playing.
In terms of the 9th-seeded Seminoles, they have 2 All-ACC middle blockers, including Player of the Year Ashley Neff. How do you go about combating that?
It's really just kind of focusing on what we're doing and trying to be a little bit faster. What we do offensively, you know, I think we tool really well, so that's got to be something that we need to, you know, kind of put into play there and really just try to be very aggressive with our swinging, but not trying to power through blocks, you know, and I think that that's something that we've tried to be better at this year. So just kind of worrying about what we're doing, and, you know, serving is obviously going to be really important for us, and they did a great job with that yesterday. I think that, you know, the more that we can put a little bit of pressure on them and kind of slow it down a little bit is going to be really key for us.
And what else do you see from the Seminoles as a team?
We just got the tape this morning, so we're kind of just still breaking it down, but, you know, they obviously have a lot of offense. You know, they kind of spread it out evenly, but, you know, I think our serving is going to be really important for us. And, you know, I think offensively we'll be able to stay in system a lot, so we really just have to work on, you know, being really smart offensively and being aggressive and taking some really good swings.
Do you have any fear that there's an intimidation factor going in?
I was worried about that, but yesterday my kids did not look intimidated. You know, they don't look scary. You know, they really went after it yesterday during practice. I don't think I've seen them practice that way since the first day of preseason, which is a little sad. But you know, they're really amped and fired up and ready to go. So I think, you know, if they can maintain that, I'm going to be really excited to see what they do this weekend.
And then if you pull off the upset Saturday, you play either Colorado State out of the Mountain West or Purdue out of the Big Ten. Have you seen anything on them?
No, you know, we just got those films, and we've got to kind of break it down day by day, but we'll work on Florida State, and you know, we got to work on the other 2 this afternoon and kind of see where we go from there.
Is the mindset of the team that at this point no one expects them to win? If you win, anyone outside of Hempstead will be shocked? You're kind of playing with house money at this point?
I'm sure everybody, you know, it's Florida State's ranked, you know, 12th in the country. They're in 9th seed, so, but I think the team sees it as a challenge right now. Again, you know, and that's what I was saying. I don't sense that fear of intimidation from them right now, which is a great thing. You know, I think that they want to go in there and they want to fight and kind of show everybody who they are.
Now, consistency's been your key all year. Is that your theme this week in practice?
Yes, you know, we always stat everything, but they've been pretty clean for the past week, and we've been really working on, again, you know, kind of doing things around bigger blocks and really putting more pressure on them out of system, and being able to score more out of system, especially in really, you know, really bad passes. And so we're kind of working on all of the, you know, the chaotic stuff right now to make sure we can manage that, control that a little bit better in case, you know, they do serve us really aggressively, and we don't want to get in a situation where we get really frustrated with it. We want to be able to handle those situations.
All right, what'll be the key to victory this weekend?
Making sure we stay tough and play aggressive. You know, the things we've been doing since we started.
All right, head coach Kristina Hernandez, thanks as always for the time.
Thank you.
Hofstra takes on Florida State, round 1 of the NCAA tournament on Friday night. I'm Rob Joyce, and thanks Hofstra fans for checking out the WB Masons Coaches Report with Kristina Hernandez.